Hello, gentlemen. I welcome you all to this session. Uh, in this session, we are going to see one of the top 10 ancient Greek philosophers. So, previously, the sessions were about philosophy and education and what is philosophy, and already we have saw about three philosophers, namely Parmenides, Anaxagoras, and Anaximander. And today's session we are going to see about the philosopher Empedocles. Okay, so my pronunciation may be bad. And for these previous sessions, we saw that each and every philosopher, especially from Greek, okay, it is not like that whether we don't have any philosophers or not. Okay, we have got the philosophers from Asia, from our country. Inshallah, we will see in the next coming classes. Okay, so first let us see about these Greek philosophers. And one point to be noted, this for now, the three, that is Parmenides, Anaxagoras, and Anaximander, and including this session, the philosopher Empedocles, he is also, everyone is before Socrates. Okay, like how in English, okay, we can say before Shakespeare or after Shakespeare. My own perceptive. Okay, if you say means this is what just it struck down my mind. Okay, I think no more we will use AD or BC. Okay, we will use only BC and AC. Can you guess? Before Corona and after Corona. Yeah. Okay, gentlemen. I am just kidding. Okay, simply. Okay, these people are before Socrates. Socrates is one of the greatest philosopher in Greek. Okay, specific and in general, the greatest philosopher. Okay, so these people all are before Socrates, and we saw that Parmenides, okay, what is his philosophy, okay, especially of what is it, metaphysics of being and of non-being, then universe, of one universe, uniform. Okay, for example, there is a epistemology, theory of knowledge, axiology, principles of values, metaphysics, existence and reality, or else we can say value theory. In that one, it comes the ontology, the what is it, category, okay, of philosophy. Okay, so this is what the thing that we have already gone through. Okay, now today's philosopher is Empedocles, and we will see how he is considered as one among the top 10 ancient Greek philosophers, and possible we will see the reason also why. Okay, and we will just read, we will go by and see what he has contributed to the field of philosophy, especially to the Greek philosophy. Okay, I go by the book. Empedocles was one of the most important pre-Socratic era philosophers, and even more outstanding were his poems that went on to have a great influence on later poets, including the likes of Lucretius. Okay, I have just gone by that line. It is a single line of what is it? Uh, a single pair of three lines. Okay, I will read it once again to you. He is one of the most important pre-Socratic era philosophers. That point I already told you, that the persons, the Parmenides, Anaxagoras, Anaximander, and including these Empedocles, they are pre-Socratic philosophers. Okay, because Socrates is considered as one among the great philosopher. Like how after corona or before corona, we can say, I told you like that, before Socrates these persons are, okay, then after Socrates the philosophers are there, and if it is mentioned, if it is being prescribed in our book, okay, inshallah we will see that too. Okay, he belongs to pre-Socratic period, and even more outstanding were his poems. So I think this philosopher, he used to write poems which are considered as outstanding than him. Okay, than him in the sense, not what is it, physically, it may be literally. Okay, he may be known only to few, whereas his poems may be known to lot. Okay, that's it. What here we have to take, I take it. Okay. Went on to have a great influence on later poets, including the likes of Lucretius, the poet who is considered as one of the greater. Okay, that poet is also got influenced by this Empedocles poems. Okay, so that much his poem, his writing, I think they were very catchy, or they were with very lot of information, knowledge, and wisdom. Okay, yeah, unheard melodies are sweeter than the heard melodies. It comes in word to Grecian or something. Yeah, if you see, means actually it says something. Unheard melodies are sweeter than the heard melodies. Okay, I think let this be as your assignment, or as your what is it, your feedback, and give your own opinion on these lines. Actually this is from the poem, I think, from word to a Grecian on, I think so. Okay, you can cross check it. It has got lot of meaning, gentlemen. Okay, one of his philosophical landmarks has been his assertion of the four element theory of matter. So what is his landmark philosophy? If you see, means he has got a four element theory, four elements. Yeah, four elements. Probably we might have heard about five elements. ஐந்து பூதங்கள். Okay, actually not the demons. Okay, actually நிலம், நீர், காற்று, okay, ஆகாயம், நெருப்பு, something, it just goes on like that. Here he has got four elements. So what are that four elements? Or they are earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, not five elements, four elements. Okay, earth, air, fire, and water. This became one of the earliest theories to have been postulated on particle physics, although some historians see it as a complex effort to negate the non-dualism theory of Parmenides. Yeah, what is Parmenides theory? We know already. If you have got any doubt, just you go back and once again just listen to that session. Okay, if you see, means this is just that this theory, the earliest theory of these elements, that is earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, they see it as a complex effort to negate the non-dualism theory of Parmenides. So non-dualism, and this is the theory of Parmenides. Sorry, I mean the philosophy of the Parmenides, that there is a non-dualism, that is one God. Okay, I mean that is one power. Okay, super power. And this, if you see, means we have got four powers: earth, earth power, air power, fire power, and water power. Okay, which is totally a contradiction to the philosophy on which the Parmenides he keeps his non-dualism philosophy theory. Okay, dualism theory. Okay, he simply rejected the presence of any void or empty space. Yeah, the philosopher who came before this man, one of their philosophy was that there is something hollow, nothing is there, emptiness is there. Okay, but he simply rejected that. Okay, rejected the presence of any void or empty space. That is his philosophy is that either the cosmos or universe or whatever it is not empty. Okay, it is not void, thus completely contradicting the philosophical ideology of Parmenides. Okay, so he is totally I think against to Parmenides, against to his ideology, against to his philosophical theories or philosophy. Okay, so these things, that is what is that in non-dualism. Okay, and what is that, there is the presence of a void. Okay, empty space is there. Okay, all these things this man he just simply rejected, and he gave his own philosophy or his point of view or the wisdom knowledge that he has got, why on what basis he rejects it. Okay, that is what is the great philosophy that he has given to us. Okay, and so that is why he is considered as one of the great philosophers of top 10 ancient Greek philosophers. Okay, he put forth the idea of opposite motive forces involved in the building of the world, namely love as the cause of union and strife as the cause of separation. Okay, so if you see means as a literary person, I will give the example of Adam and Eve. Okay, for love, as there was love, they were united. Okay, and just because what I know from that I am telling you, because of Eve, Adam too was thrown in away from the heaven. Okay, so actually it is Eve. Okay, let me not go into literary. So love, it is the cause of union. Okay, and strife is the cause of separation. So these are the two things that he gives. So whatever happens, some optimistic people, they will say whatever happens it is for good, and pessimist persons, whatever good happens, they will see some sort of uneasiness in that one. Okay, they are of pessimistic opinion, or they are a pessimist. Okay, so they see negative in everything what they comes in front, even good. Okay, in good also they find out the fault, whereas the optimistic person, they find good even in bad. This is the difference. Okay, that is I think I am deviating from the topic, Empedocles. Okay, what is his philosophy? Okay, he says that that is, he put forth the idea of opposite motive forces involved in the building of the world. That is why I told you Adam and Eve, opposite. Okay, opposite in the sense of gender. Okay, when they were and Adam and Eve, they had children, and yeah, there is a myth that every person on this earth is from Adam and Eve. Okay, so love builds. Okay, it is the cause of union. It remains as the reason. Okay, then comes strife as the cause of separation, angry, okay, or disagreement, bitter things between people. Okay, this happens to be as the cause, reason for separation. Okay, so this is what he says as his that philosophy that okay. Then the last lines, he also went on to become the first person to give an evolutionary account on the development of a species. How this species, whatever, okay, like human beings or animals, then birds, amphibians, etc. Okay, how they got evolution. We say there is a man who said that he is very famous for evolution theory. Okay, I can't able to recall his name. If you recall it, just as an assignment, please mention the name. Who is the person is responsible for the theory of evolution? Then we are in the end of the session. Hope you might have enjoyed. If you have any doubt, please do comment in your box, or please write email to me. Have a good day. Stay home, stay safe. May God bless you. Thank you, gentlemen, for your precious time. Bye.